First up, we have, is he here? Mike, you ready? Yeah. We got Mike all the way from Nashville. He hosts a show called Sweat Comedy. Give it up for Mike Postalakis, everybody. Keep it going for Harrison, everybody. How's it going, Naughty Climb? What's going on here? Are you part of the show? No, shit. Alright, cool. Hello, I'm Mike. How we doing? We drinking tonight? This is a brewery, I take it? Yeah? Yeah? What's good here? What beer is good?
Pilsner.
Just a Pilsner? Is it, what's it called? They always have fun names. Like,
30B.
What is it?
30B.
Okay.
30B.
Does anyone have it in now? What do you ladies have in?
I just said stout.
A stout?
Yeah.
That's nice. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank for 10, 11 years. I don't know who's keeping track besides the state of California. No, it's fine. I was a hazard. It was good. It was a lot of... That happened like 2 or 3 times. Who knows? It's not good. Don't do it. You hear that, dog? Don't drive drunk. Sometimes I like to get in staring contests with dogs. I'm already bombing. How's it going? All right. No, I don't drink anymore. I'm a weed smoker, though. Is anybody a weed smoker? Yeah, a bunch of people. That's cool. The only thing is that like weed is like too strong now. It's fucking wild how strong weed is. Like I go down to the dispensary and it's like a young person with a white guy with dreadlocks and a Che Guevara shirt. And he's like, dude, you gotta try this one, man. It's like dipped in diamonds and keef and, it'll take you places. He says that a lot. It'll take you places. It's like you live with your parents. What places are you going to? Besides Buca de Beppo on their dime. And then there's one, he's like, oh, this one, man, it's like an indica. It's like crack. It's just fun. It's crack weed. Just give me the weed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I also don't know if we should be using crack as a positive modifier. That's not a good thing, man. Sometimes with like cold brew coffee, the barista's like, oh, it's like crack coffee. It's like, I don't want to get in a conversation where I'm like, hey, you know that drug that your cousin got addicted to and lost his house and his wife and his kids? But these nachos are just like that. I do like weed though. I have to be careful because I'm middle-aged. Being a stoner and being older is not the best combination. Because sometimes, late at night, I'll smoke a joint. I'll get on my phone. I'm a little confused. Like the other night, I was really in the mood for a hot Italian sub. So I went on Grindr. I was like, oh wow, that's quick. Angelo's already 50 feet away. Then after I fucked that dirty Italian, I was like, I really go for a pizza. Like Harrison said, I live in Nashville. I lived here for 16 years and I had to get out. And so I moved to Nashville. But I come back and forth a lot. And I flew in here the other day and I was kind of wondering, I wonder if LA's gotten better. No, was the answer I quickly learned. Dude, the homeless, people in Nashville are like, oh, we have such a homeless problem. It's like, no, you don't. You have like 11 homeless people. You could maybe fill out a football team. Los Angeles could fill out the stadium, man. It's wild. And it's like I was like driving to get here, and I like looked out, and there was a homeless guy by the on-ramp, and he had a sign, and I don't know what the sign said. It doesn't matter. Why do they still have the sign? Like, we get it. You're jammed up. Like, somebody should let them know. They can stop wasting cardboard. You know? There's not a lot of, like, super successful people just standing off the side of the road like, You're like, honey, was that Elon Musk taking a shit by that stop sign? But I flew into LAX, and this is how bad it's gotten. There are homeless people in the airport. I'm going to say it again because you're not sufficiently shocked. I mean, they are inside the airport. They were in baggage claim. I went down to get my bags, and there was like a guy in dirty sweats, and he was bent over and like masturbating. And I was like, okay, maybe he just got off a Spirit flight. I've been traveling a lot, not always for comedy. I had to go to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, because that's where my in-laws live. The worst. The worst. In-laws in Alabama. That's can't get any worse.
Outlaws.
And what'd you say?
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Thanks for the assist. Anyway, we got in late and we were both hungry, and there's nowhere to eat. I mean, Tuscaloosa is like a dump. It's like the Cracker Barrel's not supposed to be the center of the town. Like, they don't know what they're doing. And the only place that was open was a Hooters. So we went. And not just any Hooters. A 1-star on Yelp Hooters. So we go in. The very first thing I noticed at this 1-star Hooters was a dead cockroach in the middle of the dining room. It was huge. And it was just like on its back. It was just like, it looked like RFK. The first one they assassinated, not the one they're about to assassinate. So we sit down, I'm looking at the menu, and I'm like, hey, honey, let's really roll the dice. I'm getting the crab legs. And she's like, do you want to spend all weekend in the hotel sick and not hanging out with my parents? And I was like, shit, she's on to me, because that's exactly what I want to do. So I ordered, the woman comes by. I almost, Hooters is taking a dip. I don't know if you guys have been there in a while. It's not like, the calendar, I don't know who they're hiring for the calendars. It's not the girls that work there anymore. Because I almost said something I shouldn't have. Because I almost asked, when was she due? And my wife was like, she's not pregnant. I almost pulled a fupa over a fupa. Anyway. So I ordered the crab legs. She finally brings them out. They're terrible. They've been in that freezer for decades. They're like really flimsy. The butter's not even melted. It's like a ramekin of yellow jizz. And I had no like way to like open them. I'm like looking for the things, you know? And I finally track her down and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't have the things. I can't eat this. And she's like, oh, the crackers. We don't have any. And I was like, what? And she's like, the customers keep stealing them. I was like, the crackers are stealing the crackers? It's okay, I'll just use this table leg, I guess. Break them open. 1 star I gave it. It was a consistent place. I'll get it. It's my wife. Speaking of my wife, I am married. I'm married about two and a half years or something.
Yeah.
We got other married people here?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
You married?
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
30 years.
To you? You seriously? You 30 years?
Seriously.
Oh, that's congrats. That's great. What's this? What if it was just a standing ovation? We all lost our minds. At 30, that's impressive. I really think it's impressive because I'm not going to get there. Marriage is fucking tough. It's so tough, man. We already 2 years in have to spice things up. Like we were making out on the couch the other day, and it was going nowhere. And my wife got very frustrated, and she was like, "I think we should try role playing." She was like, "What kind of porn do you watch? We'll act that out." And I was like, "Well, I really like realtor porn." Anybody know what realtor porn is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Well, unless you're that guy, for those of you who don't know, realtor porn, it's like POV and it's a house showing and the real estate agent's a woman, and my wife was like, "Yeah, I got it. Let's go wait outside of our 1-bedroom apartment and give me a few minutes." So I go out in the hallway, wait a few. She opens the door and she's looking amazing. She's put on a blouse that's undone to here. She's got a real short skirt on. She looks great. She's like, "Oh, you must be my 3:30 appointment." And I'm like, "I am." She's like, "Well, come on in." So I'm playing along. I look around, I go, "Wow, this is a beautiful house." And she goes, "Yeah, It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, and I came immediately. Turns out I have a square foot fetish. But my wife's all right. She's sexually satisfied. She is. She doesn't need me. She's a dildo. She's a glass dildo. This fucking thing is huge. And it's heavy. And she's had it forever. She's had it so long she has nicknamed it. She calls it the Doctor. So not only is this thing bigger than me, it's got a better job. All right, guys. My name is Mike. I appreciate